So I'm thinking, okay, so you see where it gets see through?
Yeah.
Something can just take that off, like so.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
this.
Oh, that is my thing.
Hmm?
But that I know. I don't. Whatever we gotta do, make it. Just
Yeah,
make
it's
it
something
bigger.
good.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. This is a new client. She found me on YouTube. And FYI, my salon is located in Atlanta, Georgia. So she came in for a keratin smoothing system. The keratin smoothing system is a chemical free treatment that lasts up to 12 weeks. With this system, you are protected from heat damage and it enhances your natural curls. You don't have to worry about frizz or your hair reverting unless you get it wet. Like I said, the keratin smoothing system is chemical free. So no, this treatment will not permanently straighten your hair. And yes, this treatment leaves your hair extremely manageable and with radiant shine. This is a 5-step system. The first 2 steps are done at the shampoo bowl. And now I am doing the third step, which is the smoothing foam. I parted her off into 4 sections and I'm going to apply this all over and then she will sit for 20 minutes. Right now, I am applying the fourth step of the system, which is the fusion spray. And then she will sit for 20 minutes. So right now I'm blow drying her hair, and I am using my favorite brush, which is the heat resistant Detangling paddle brush. Like I said, this brush is heat resistant, so the heat from this blow dryer will not cause this brush to melt. So it will last you a very long time. And yes, this brush is available for purchase on my website, mahoganyjames.net, and I'm going to put the link in the description box. Alrighty, so now I'm going to flat iron her hair. I am doing a keratin smoothing system, so I have my flat iron set at 400, and I am going to do multiple passes because I am doing a keratin smoothing system, and I need to seal this product into her hair.
You want to see her before we cut? You want to see her before we cut? So, I'm thinking, okay, so you see where it gets see-through?
Yeah.
Something can just take that off, like so.
Okay.
Like
this. Oh, that makes me think.
Hmm?
That I know. I don't know what we gotta do. Make it, just
Yeah,
make it
it's something
bigger.
good.
Yeah. And then we could do now. You know how you start something and then you like you think when you wait something go wrong. That's what happened. Then I found her. So
I've been doing my hair for 15.
oh wow.
Yeah.
My hair was longer than yours. I used to wear the same thing. My hair was here.
Mm-hmm.
And about almost 4 years ago, I decided to just do this. And because and then before then, I wasn't even really getting silk pressed at all. I was just doing natural styles. And it,
After my hair, like when I tell you when it started coming out around when I was using this my hair like then before, it just you could tell well it ain't straight, but it still look decent.
Yeah.
But when that started coming out like that, I could like feel it like going, nah girl, we are rolling back up like curls, coiling, coiling. I could feel it.
Miss Kim, you heard about the Mael product taking people's hair out?
yeah, you and I talked about it
That's it happened to
2
her.
months ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Real, little shrimp and shark tales, a true story.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she has other clients where it's done the same thing. We've talked about it.
Scary.
Yeah.
Like, especially, like, that's scary to have your hair. And, like, some people probably just didn't even know what was happening, what was going on, that it was the product that they were using.
So what were the products?
Which one were you using?
The rosemary.
Yeah, everybody says the rosemary line.
Mm-hmm.
But my friend wasn't using rosemary. She was just using one of their, like, shampoos. It wasn't the rosemary line, though.
Wow.
But yeah, the rosemary line was really
Popular.
Taking people's hair out.
But it was popular. I mean, obviously it was popular because people were using it.
Yeah, that's the one my friend told me to get. She said, get that. It's going to help make your hair grow. Yeah. You'll be able to manage your hair better because I never see how you start doing natural styles. I never got to that point. I would just do something, I'm at home, and I tried. I got, I think, one picture in here of myself when I did a little twist thing, twisted out. It only lasted for 2 days, but I was like, that was kind of cool. But I didn't, got to twist that back, So, but I'm trying. So I'm trying to stick with it. That's why I was trying to find something that, that work with me, for your hair type. Because finding products that make your hair feel a certain way, that's a lot of money I was spending out there.
Yeah. and then testing up, trying all.
Yeah, and nobody makes samples. You got to spend that money. Like spend that money. So it's like that's it. And with Sarah, I said, this is a real journey because you're trying to find your weight, and then the damages that incur, like this right here. So I had a vitamin D deficiency before, so that took my hair twice. I just cut all my hair off. COVID did it one time, and then the vitamin D deficiency because it just kept coming out. It was shedding really bad. So I just went ahead and cut it because I was paying a trichologist. That's what we said. Yeah.
All right, guys. So pay attention to our conversation because if you watch my videos, I always talk about if you're going through hair loss to check your levels. So we're talking about vitamin D deficiency.
When it's something that's going on internally, the whole time you needed vitamin D.
Yeah. So like the whole time I went to my doctor because it started getting really bad. I didn't know what was happening. And when I went to my doctor, I said, hey, my vision is starting to get blurry and stuff. And I can't see up close. That's the only thing I need glass for. They said, you got 20/20. But my bones and stuff, I was just hurting. Yeah, and it's just like one day I felt like I was going to pass out. And that's when I was like, you know what? And I was telling them when I went there, they went and drew my blood. She said, just sit here. She said, we're going to figure this out. I had another doctor. He told me nothing was wrong. So I went back to my old doctor because my insurance, was every year. They're like, you can't go back to her. They made me go to, but I just paid. But, when they did that, my vitamin D levels was out to 3. Damn. That's when they would start rushing around. They were like, hey, you need to get this, get that. Making me all these appointments. You need to go to the doctor for pain management. Because it was really, you don't really realize how important, like I was saying, something is until you have that issue.
You don't have it.
Yeah. So I was like, gosh. She said, yeah, it affects a lot. She said, that's very important. I tell you what, I sunbathe. I go outside every day on purpose.
To get that vitamin.
Yes, I do. And I take that. Yeah. And then, like I was explaining to her, they didn't tell me when they just tell you got to take vitamin D. Because I had to take these pills, these big pills every 7 days for 9 months. But myself, because I'm like, what? It was creeping very slowly. When I started reading up on it myself, when you take vitamin D, you need to take it with a healthy fat. They don't tell you that.
Wow.
Or that what's it called? K2, right?
What is it, K2?
Yeah, take it with that. Or you said you're taking yours with avocado or salmon?
Yeah, I
do avocado.
I eat avocado, and when I take that,
that's a healthy fat.
Yeah, I eat avocado. I might eat sardines sometimes, or salmon.
Yeah.
Because, things you don't have to like it. I eat to live. So, yeah. But they never told me that. But once I started doing that, my levels shot up.
Wow. So they gave you a vitamin.
They
didn't tell
anybody
how to
administer it. Yeah. They just say you take vitamin D.
But it's just,
what do you say?
It creeps up.
D3, yep.
Creeps up really slow.
Yeah.
And then if you're taking something to help.
Well, that's just like turmeric with pepper. Pepper helps that turmeric.
And if nobody tells
you, you don't know to
so
take.
You gotta take pepper.
You gotta put black pepper.
You gotta put black pepper
to
with
make it work.
So if you're taking a capsule,
the capsule may have, if you look on there, it should say that it has some type of pepper in it. Some of them do. But you should be taking turmeric with pepper.
But yeah, either cayenne pepper or just black pepper.
Yeah.
And they never told you that. They would just tell you, take turmeric.
Just take turmeric.
Because it's good for you, but they don't tell you what you need to take with it
to make it absorb.
Yeah.
To absorb.
Yes, yeah. So, yeah, you just taking it. So,
So now I'm going to apply step 5 of the Keratin Smoothing System, which is the fusion oil.
And naturally, because that's what I do. I read, because if I have that, like with the Nutrafol, it's giving me enough vitamin D3 for my hair that I don't need to take the vitamin. Yeah, that the ones they want me to take. So I'm just making sure when I do take those, I'm eating my healthy fat with that, because you're supposed to take it with a meal. So that way I don't need that extra to overload my body, because we have side effects of too much of what we call the good stuff sometimes. So if you look at uh the amount I'm supposed to be taking, the Nutrafol exceeds that for the amount of pills you have to take.
You like Nutrafol?
Do I like it?
I've been taking. I've heard a lot about Nutrafol.
It works.
It works.
I can show you a picture of my hair.
Nutrafol ain't no joke. Like
Yeah,
it works.
Really?
But remember
Yes.
when I was going? Okay, so remember when I was going through the I told you I was having that problem, like those spots on my skin.
Yeah.
And find out it was like it was an allergy. The whole time Nutrafol and Avocado has like fish in it. So that's what I didn't know, because I'm like, I'm not even. Remember I told you those spots would just keep coming.
So that was from the Nutrafol?
Yeah, because I developed an allergy to like seafood.
Oh, wow.
But I didn't know that. I just figured.
So did you stop taking Nutrafol?
No, because I really just figured it out this year that that's what it was.
How long you been taking Nutrafol?
I started taking Nutrafol like back in 2019, and it was like maybe during the pandemic is when I started getting those spots.
So are you still getting the spots?
No, because I kept, like, when I found out I had an allergy, I just kept eating. Like, I just didn't stop.
Okay.
Yeah, because I like it. I'm like, I can't.
You know, my daughter do crazy things like that. That girl prep, she's like, I'm just gonna give me some Benadryl because I know I'm gonna eat this today. So she, I got my med to her. It's like, I already know what's gonna happen, so I'm preparing for this, but I'm gonna get it. That's why it's like, okay, it's normal.
Yeah, I couldn't. Like, I was just like, I just kept breaking out. Like, I have all these spots. And then I was going to the dermatologist. They were giving me all kind of like different steroid creams. Whole time it was then when I finally I was like, look, can we just do a biopsy to see what this is? And that's how they found out. But I just kept, but I still didn't know that Nutrafol had that in it. So I was like, whenever I would eat like seafood, like I would really, like I would start like breaking out in hives and itching, and I just kept eating it.
So you think your body's immune to?
Yeah, because that was the allergy that I developed. It wasn't.
You didn't have that all.
No, so I didn't know where that came from. So I wasn't gonna stop eating seafood.
That's a hard no. It's a hard pass. No, I'm gonna eat that.
Yeah.
I got myself.
Well, I mean, but just think if that would have been something severe, like allergy, and the whole time I'm taking these vitamins every day.
So what made you finally realize that was the new for you? Went to look to
No, I was on the phone with my mom one day, and we were going over our vitamins, and I was telling her what I take, and she was like, because she was telling me like, you need to see what's in that because you're already taking this, like you don't, too much of it.
Yeah.
So I was like reading what was in it, and I was like, oh my gosh.
You realize
it's contained, yeah.
Wow.
Like, when we try so hard to take care of ourselves, we don't realize sometimes we're doing more harm than good. Because I used to be a guy that I call.
I'm styling her hair with my favorite curling iron, which is the T3 curling iron. This iron is actually a switch kit. That means it comes with like 3 different attachments of 3 different curl barrel sizes. Absolutely love this iron. And I will put the link to this iron in the description box. And you guys, if you purchase through this link, you will receive a discount. This is an expensive iron, so I mean, it just makes more sense to purchase at a discounted price. And you will absolutely love this curling iron. This curling iron comes with 9 different temperature settings. I have it set at, I think, like 5 for her. You do not need to set this curling iron any hotter. It gets really, really hot. So you don't need to be curling your hair on the highest temperature. If you do that, you are crazy.
I get in my moods where I eat apples a lot, but apples make me hungry. Especially if I eat it like in the morning. It makes me hungry.
I eat an apple every day. Or I eat pears. I'll eat a pear. I keep those fruits.
I don't remember the last time I
ate a piece of fruit.
No, ate a pear. And like growing up when I was in Portland, we had this pear tree, and oh my gosh, those pears used to be so good and sweet. That's the only time I remember like eating a pear is when I lived in Portland. Like I never went to the store. I didn't buy these pears.
They're good for you, with the seeds, with the skin, because some of what you need is right in the fruit. You can get it naturally. Right. I try to find a natural route, like certain foods that have the things that you kind of need. I'll just like eat those, eat that. Like I'll eat that spinach for that iron.
But they say too much spinach is not good too.
Yeah, not too much.
Yeah, too much spinach and too much kale.
Yeah, the greens.
Yeah.
So that's why, kind of try to manage during the week, like what you eat. Yourself enough time. So that
I eat a lot of broccoli, and that's the only like vegetable my son likes. So I just don't even waste my time. I just make broccoli with everything. But I'm so tired of eating it. I'm sure that's not good to just eat broccoli every day.
You don't like asparagus? You don't like
no, he likes asparagus. I just don't like the way asparagus makes your pea smell. So
now I'm glad. Thank God. No.
Like
asparagus. You don't like the way what?
It makes your pee smell.
Yeah, your urine smells
like and I just,
it does.
Yeah. I think I had 4 one night, and then I'm like, all I had was 4 pieces of asparagus. Like,
I thought it was just me.
Asparagus.
You know how you can't say to somebody,
hey,
did your pee smell? Yeah, when you eat asparagus,
and they're like, no.
Yeah. And I did that once, and that's what I got to say.
You're like, let me shut up.
And that's when I said, don't even ask nobody else that question because it sounds weird, just like you thought. So I just said, okay, maybe it's just me. And I'm like, I don't know. My daughter was like, girl, maybe because you drink water all the time. I don't know. So I just
it's the asparagus.
Yeah, because I'm like, no, it smells like asparagus.
Yeah.
Straight asparagus.
Yeah, but my son, he likes asparagus, so I can get away with making that. But he won't, but if I try to make it all the time, he'll be like, Mom, I'm tired. But broccoli, he's okay with eating it every single night. And I don't.
So now I'm using the honey and avocado wax stick just to lay down her edges and any flyaways that she may have. Absolutely love this product because it is very weightless. It does not leave that greasy or waxy feel. It just gives you control. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. If you would like to book an appointment with me to start your healthy hair journey, or if you just simply want to purchase any of the products that I use, you can visit my website, mahoganyjames.net. Thank you, and please do not forget to like and subscribe.
I feel so much better.
And it looks so much better. It feels so healthy.
Yeah, my head just feels good right now. It does. I surely should. Not that I'm gonna show you this. Got some button. So yeah, I feel so much better about my hair right now. Oh yeah, thank you.
Yes.
I don't know what was happening right there.
So now it just grow out healthy.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I like it. Thank you so much. Oh, that feels so good. Yeah, you gotta like go find your way. Because it was like find your way through. So yeah, that feels really, really good. I appreciate that.